First of all, I need your name and the name of your organization.
Okay, my name is John Schur, and I'm president of New Jersey Policy Perspective.
Now, you had some interesting comments about the prison industrial complex and a certain segment of the population not being able to vote. And you even suggested that possibly maybe they should be able to vote. Right. I was wondering if you could elaborate on that a little further.
Well, in New Jersey, the only people we don't allow to vote, if you're a citizen and you're over the age of 18, is somebody who's in prison, on parole, or probation. That doesn't make a lot of sense anymore. There are many states that allow people to vote on probation and parole, and there are even some states that allow folks in prison to vote. And if we're interested in people re-entering society and having a stake in society, then we ought to be allowing them to participate in society. We should be trying to integrate them, not separate them away. Whether they choose to vote would be up to them, obviously, but we feel that denial of that right is not a way to bring people back into society. That's right. So you know, we've been working for that. There was some legislation in New Jersey that would allow people on parole and probation to vote, but it never got anywhere.
Well, are there any legislators now that would possibly be open to legislation along those lines?
It's hard to say. You know, there were some conversations a few years ago, and what happened was legislators started to feel like if they supported that, they could be accused of being soft on crime. That's a little hard to imagine, but that's what they thought. So right now, there doesn't seem to be a lot of movement for it in New Jersey.
Let's play the devil's advocate for a moment. What would be some of the downsides of allowing something like that to happen?
You know, I don't think there's a downside. To be honest with you,
well, what is your greatest fear?
People who don't think voting rights should be extended say that, well, you're supposed to be punished. You know, and our argument is, well, yes, you're punished by being in prison. You're not required to lose your driver's license. You're not required to lose your Social Security card. So why should you be required to lose your right to vote? Why should you have to wait until you've finished a prison term and then probation or parole or probation if you're not in prison? It doesn't make any sense. But the argument is that they would argue that you're giving a right to somebody who doesn't deserve it. We would say you're not giving them a right, you're just no longer taking a right away from them. That goes with being a citizen of this state.
Well, that should be your birthright as an American citizen.
Well, that's right. In some states it is. You know, there are states that do allow you. There are countries where if you're in prison, you can vote. Why not allow? You ought to be trying to reconnect people with society, giving them a stake, as opposed to pushing them farther and farther away.
Outstanding. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Have a great day.
Take care.